Welcome to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. We are 2 out of 3 brothers watching things through a rainbow lens. Hello, Brett.
Hello, Lee.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Good, good.
I'm wearing the hottest Disney prints today in honor of our conversation of last week.
And I'm wearing a Spinal Tap t-shirt in honor of our conversation of Christopher Guest movies. It doesn't have Catherine O'Hara in it.
Oh.
And as you stated, no Catherine O'Hara Christopher Guest movies are available on our streaming services in Australia.
No, but I may or may not have started rewatching Schitt's Creek.
So the Australian version of Ted Sarandos, whoever that is, get your shit together and get it on Netflix.
The fact that we don't know who it is.
HBO Max or
Paramount or
Binge.
Disney Plus.
Maybe I should check Binge. They often have stuff.
Nah, they don't.
Well, they do. They have a live Seinfeld channel. Oh, I need a drink.
Yeah. Oh. Cheers. Wait. I forgot how to open a drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I got a Summersby apple cider. Oh, that's a refreshing beverage.
Lee, I got a Costanza spot.
Oh,
as
yes.
our father would say. He'd be proud. Literally out the door.
Right at the entrance to the studio.
Highlight of my day.
If you were our father, you should have taken a photo and put it in the group chat.
I was tempted, but it was pissing down rain, so I didn't.
Some people can't find the entrance to the studios now.
It is a little bit hidden.
I've had some people ring and they're like, I'm at 250. Where's yours? Like,
people can't find my address.
Yeah, your building crosses over two streets.
Uber drivers. Uber Eats.
Or me the other night when I dropped you home and got halfway down
the wrong street.
And I was like, this is not your street.
Yes, you did drop me home after we did a little visit into Fitzroy for the Pride Street party.
I drove down your street after that. It was after our Rocky Horror screening that I went down the wrong street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I took a wrong fork a few miles up the road.
Yeah. You got distracted by a beautiful woman.
What was that bang? What was that bang?
You were distracted by the fact that the president was resigning. If only.
Oh, if only. We're not no politics.
Oh.
Until we talk about the Super Bowl halftime show. We did screen Rocky Horror on
what a night.
Saturday night for Midsummer West Side and Hobsons Bay City Council. What a night is correct.
It was very fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Great turnout, great vibe in the joint. I want to do a full legit live screening, people yelling at the screen. Because even like in our modest little showing with maybe about 10 people knowing certain things to yell, that was fun.
That was fun.
So I can only imagine what it's like when everybody's calling her a slut.
One of the highlights was how quickly everybody picked up from the 10 people that knew that whenever someone said Janet Weiss, you yell slut.
Yeah, and whenever everybody said Brad Majors, yell asshole.
One that should be retired is when they yell Dr. Scott. I'm not going to say it.
But then there's a German word that comes after that.
A German word that was popular in let's say, the 30s and 40s.
In German in the 30s, yeah.
That one I think can be retired.
I think it should be put to pasture.
Because it's not until later in the movie that you even know that he's German.
Well, it's not until later in the movie till you actually see him. That's
true.
Yeah. But no, very good night, very good turnout, great vibes. People had fun doing the trivia. Some people knew everything. Some people knew nothing. It was great.
The winning table got a perfect round for the first round, which was impressive.
Very impressive.
Because it wasn't the Rocky Horror round.
No.
It was the movie musicals round. And some people bombed on that round. But did really well in the Rocky Horror round.
Yeah.
So obviously their musical is Rocky Horror. No Grease, no West Side, no High School Musical.
Yep. Well, that's okay. That's fine.
No, but the question about High School Musical was what sport does he play? You should be able to get that.
You should.
Famously. Basketball.
Very good night in the West.
Very good night, and we're looking forward to it. And we are
more movies.
Well, we're in the process of booking a venue and choosing some movies to live screen.
Yeah.
for other dates in 2025. So if this is your first episode that you listen to Rainbow Popcorn after seeing us at the Rocky Horror Picture Show, if you enjoyed us introducing and talking about the movie, then you can come and see us at other things.
Yeah.
And there'll always be a ticket link in the episode description of the podcast.
Forever and in perpetuity.
Yeah. Because technology allows me to just put a thing in the show notes. No one needs to hear this. I'm going to move on.
I don't even care.
One really interesting thing about Saturday Night was that despite the hundreds of times we've watched and talked about the film, you noticed some things.
I noticed a few things. You noticed a couple of things as well. I have always been intrigued by the fact that at the start when Damn It Janet, I Love You, they really quickly transition during that song from going from a wedding in the chapel to what I'm saying is a child's funeral based solely on the size of the coffin.
Yep. It's quite sad.
It is quite sad. But the song's upbeat and catchy. But what I noticed this time in that scene is that they do this cool thing where they just have the bouquet of flowers from the wedding and then they just whip it around and it's all black roses.
Yeah.
I'm like,
very clever.
Never noticed that before.
It's very theatre, quick change. You also noticed, and you leant over me during the screening and said, why does that food have an Irish flag in it? Is that the Transylvanian flag too?
I can't believe I've known, so during the
Sweet
transvestite into the time warp. Oh, no, time warp into the sweet transvestite, I guess. They're eating at these convention for non-conventional conventionists or whatever it is. And it's like flavours of the world. Yeah. And I've never noticed any flag in this food before.
I never noticed any flag until you said that has the Irish flag in it.
Yeah, and I think there were also some flags that don't exist anymore in there. Yeah. But there was, like a Greek flag and a fucking...
There was the Union Jack. There was a German flag.
Yeah.
So Dr. Von Scott would have been happy. Swiss flag.
I don't know what that Irish dish was. Anyway.
Black pudding.
It was Eddie. Yeah, so...
No, Eddie's half German.
I don't know.
Or a quarter German.
Who knows?
Depending on what relationship to Dr. Scott is by blood.
So, yeah, and then you picked up on something that I can't remember what it was.
I can't either.
Oh,
which probably means that I'll be able to pick up on it again the next time.
When he's alive in Rocky and the lights flash, you can see skeleton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never noticed that.
Yep.
So... I think that points to the cult status and the rewatchability of the movie.
Yeah, if we were scoring it, high rewatchability factor. On
the Archie Q. De Niro scale from early days of Two Drink Cinema, our early patron, it would be higher on the rewatchability scale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can I talk about another movie that I watched that I don't think is as high on the rewatchability scale despite the Oscar nominations?
Sinners.
One battle after another.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Sinners I'm going to rewatch.
I feel like I have to because I need it to be good. It was good. I just didn't think it was like, whoa.
I thought it was whoa.
I thought it was whoa, but I didn't think it was like, whoa.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's more progressive levels of woe-ness.
I watched it at my... previous home that had a bigger TV.
I was also saying I wish I would have seen it at a cinema.
Yeah. And even though the TV I watched it on was like in a home theatre room and it was an 85-inch TV, even after watching it, I was like, fuck, I should have seen that at IMAX.
It was like Everything Everywhere All at Once. I was like, fuck, I really wish I saw it done at a cinema.
So I'm going to look out to see if they show Sinners at IMAX again because I want to go and see it.
Yep.
But I mentioned One Battle After Another. Mm-hmm. For me, it's not rewatchable hugely.
No, it's a lot. It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. And Leo is good. Mm-hmm. It's quite different.
Yep.
For him.
Yep.
I did really like it on reflection. Now that I'm thinking about it live and reprocessing my viewing of the movie.
Yep.
I liked it.
I found it enjoyable at times.
Yep.
Put that on the poster, Paul Thomas Anderson. I I think that it was a good story and the way they did it was very well done. Good directing. Some of the dialogue was a bit off. Like I feel that most part at the start of the movie, Tiana Taylor's dialogue was almost like, I don't want to say this without sounding bad, like typical black person dialogue.
Can you say, because this just came to mind as we're talking about dialogue, seems a bit blaxploitation movie-esque.
Yes, okay. That makes more sense.
Yeah, and it makes you sound slightly less racist when you say it that way.
Yeah.
Because it's about a movie style, not about a race of people.
Yeah.
Should
I say that again?
I think it's potentially... I think that's potentially deliberate. If we think about it from that...
I think so.
She's playing this, homage almost, or a representation of a blaxploitation kind of character.
Yeah.
Revolutionary, a bit of, black power bent of that time.
Yeah. I just think it was bordering on lazy.
Okay.
And...
Is it nommed for screenplay?
Yeah. It's nommed for most things.
It's got a lot of words in it. And often movies with a lot of words get nominated for screenplay.
Well, I think because it's an original story as well, that helps.
And there weren't many this year.
Was it original?
Yeah. Sinners
he wrote it. Sinners is, that is.
One Battle After Another is.
And Blue Moon, they're the top 3 out of that category, I think.
See, this is... Now, I guess it's not an adapted screenplay because it's a biopic, but... Like the other big ones, Wicked, even though it didn't get nominated, Wicked, Hamnet, based on other content.
Yeah.
The Song Sung Blue one, it's based on a documentary, but it wasn't, yeah. But there are other big ones I think have been based on other things.
Actually, maybe it's adapted. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't think it'll win screenplay.
It was nominated for screenplay.
Unless it is adapted.
Having just said, often movies with a lot of words get nominated for screenplay. That one we watched Boxing Day that had a lot of words in it.
Oh, Sentimental Value.
Oh, no.
The Secret Agent.
Why have I forgotten the name of it? With Julia Roberts.
Oh, After the Hunt.
After the Hunt. A lot of words in that
Too
movie.
many, some would say.
And I think he did. Yeah, I think he did go too far, and it's cost him a nomination.
I just think it wasn't that good of a movie.
Well, I think the script was good, and I think a lot of the dialogue was good, but I think too much. And so that's why it didn't land.
Yeah. I think that was also... you know what? I was going to say it's a strong year for movies, but I don't think it is.
I don't think we have really had strong years for movies. We've had strong movies and we've had strong moments in the last decade, I'm going to say.
I think in the past few years there have been some years where it's been like any one of these 5 movies could win Best Picture and I'd be okay with it.
Yeah.
Please don't ask me what year. You know when it was like, no, it was...
Barbenheimer.
Oppenheimer, Barbie, Anatomy of a Fall, Poor Things. That year was very strong.
Yes.
From both the perspective of the movies and then thinking of the acting performances in it. That was a very strong year. Then the last couple of years haven't been that great. Like, if the best movie going around this year is Sinners, meh.
I think you're underrating Sinners, personally.
I think it's well done. I just think it's not great. Like, it's not... Okay. In the past few years, there's been movies I've watched where it's just been like, wow, that was amazing, incredible, give it all the awards. I didn't think of anything until I watched Hamnet. That made me think that. That's the difference.
I'd rewatch Sinners before I rewatched Hamnet.
I don't know if I could. I need a moment to digest.
Mum watched it twice in a week.
I know. She cried both times.
She did. Not as much as the woman behind me. She was sobbing.
I could hear
Like,
when I was
audibly
watching
sobbing.
it. When I was watching it, you could hear people crying. I'm like, God, it's like I'm in the Globe Theatre right now.
It did make me want to go to the Globe Theatre again, though.
It was very good.
She is outstanding.
I wrote on my Letterboxd review
Yep.
that her performance is one of the best acting performances I've seen in recent memory. And there's been some very good ones, but there's like, you watch that and she's win every award that's ever existed.
It is a full range performance.
It's insane.
It would be hard to pick the scene that the Academy will show for
know.
her.
I think she could win it just off the last like 20 minutes alone. But the whole cast is very good.
It is, and even the boy that plays Hamnet and his older brother that plays Hamlet, which is excellent casting. Mm-hmm. So she might win the first casting award just for that.
Well, potentially, but that'll be Sinners.
I think you're right. The last 20 minutes, if you just took, and I said full range, even just her watching the play in the Globe Theatre is full range. Because she has the madness, she has the anger. She goes through the 7 stages of grief while standing in the audience watching Hamlet.
Did you just add 2 stages of grief?
Yeah.
Isn't there only 5?
Yeah.
But her grief was so profound.
No, the
Profanitidity is a 6th stage.
The 6th
the
one
profundness
is hallucination. And the 7th one is not leaving your husband. Because it was a bit like, just before that, it was a bit like, just fucking stay in London, mate.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
A person whose name we don't know yet.
That was an interesting choice. I wondered if they were ever going to say the name Will Shakespeare, and then they did. And up until then, I was wondering, like, are we pretending that this is not Shakespeare?
Because he didn't write his own plays.
The son named Hamnet was not the inspiration for the play named Hamlet, because we didn't avoid naming the play Hamlet. We just avoid naming him Will Shakespeare.
Yeah, that's true. It was interesting, but I also think because it's not about him, so we don't need to say his name, because then it just becomes about William Shakespeare.
It becomes a movie about Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And not a movie about her and the loss of the son.
You know what I said as well?
And the pestilence.
After I left the theatre, thinking Paul Mescal, stiff. Like, whoa.
He was good.
That's rough not to get a nomination for that anyway.
Who's he up against?
Well, that's why I need to rewatch Sinners, because I think the 5th place in that is Delroy Lindo. Fuck that, I butchered that. Sorry. From Sinners.
The Blues Boy.
No, the old man.
He was good.
Yeah, but I need to rewatch it because he didn't like amaze me like other people have.
Is Michael B. Jordan nominated?
Yeah.
He's good. Is he nominated once or twice?
Just the once.
Okay.
Just the once.
And then he didn't get a nomination for supporting actor as well?
No, not for playing the other version of himself.
Okay. Sinners has twins. We've come around. You watched a movie that might not have twins.
No, it does have twins.
Okay. But it's called Twinless.
Twinless. So
that was my attempted segue.
So it does, but then what it is that one twin dies.
Oh, God. Spoiler.
Well, no, that's what the whole movie's about.
He dies at the start? Or just before the start?
Well, the start basically is weird geeky gay kid whose name I've completely forgotten. Who also
writer, director, star.
Yeah.
Yep.
Completely forgotten his name. Apologies.
We need a researcher. We'll post over there on the computer.
And
applications open.
He's in like a support group for people whose twins have died. So that's what the basis of the movie is.
Yep.
And then it does go a bit of a different direction that I wasn't expecting. So I probably can't really say.
Okay. Was it good? Is Dylan O'Brien good?
Dylan O'Brien is very good. So because he plays, so there's, I can say this.
Okay.
He plays a gay twin and a straight twin.
Oh.
So he plays both twins.
So Dylan O'Brien is not twinless. The guy with no name is twinless. Okay.
They're both twinless.
All right. Okay.
They're both in the support group for people whose twins have died.
And Dylan O'Brien plays his twin in flashback style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, very good. It's well written and there's some good shots, and I was watching it. I've also worked out a future
costume.
Halloween costume for me because they go dressed with
Sims.
little Sims things. I'm
Yep.
like, done. That's my costume for the rest of my life.
Have you seen the one where the guy
Like a little blur on the
just has the
crotch.
blurry?
Oh, really?
and the thing. Yeah.
Oh, I won't do that. And then I'll have little bubbles that say like woohoo, and stuff like that. Yeah. So
And then I'll have one that has a quote of Anakin Skywalker.
yeah, shuba hooba duper super slimo. Yeah.
And see if people get the rainbow popcorn reference.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people have
should.
watched that.
Listen.
So it's very good. The acting's good. It's very well written. It wasn't quite what I was expecting in terms of going in. All I knew was gay twins. That's so it had me.
Is it in the cinema at the moment?
No, I watched it on a streaming platform, and
Okay.
you know who popped up on it?
Who?
Francois Arnaud made a little appearance in it.
Oh, yeah, because I've seen lots of interviews where people have been asking Dylan O'Brien about Francois Arnaud and how everyone's like seen him in Heated Rivalry and go nuts. And Dylan O'Brien's like, put some respect on him.
Yeah, right.
He's been working for 20 years. Like, come on, guys.
Because he just popped up. They go to this party, and then he's like, "Oh, I can't even remember his name." And he popped up, and I went, "Oh." I was like, "I wasn't expecting you. What a nice surprise."
Oh, Scott.
It's like when I was watching Overcompensating, and Robbie GK popped up. It's all a great surprise. And something else popped up.
And then that's like when I was on YouTube and I was watching at Actorboy222 and Connor Story popped up.
You fucking idiots. Oh, it's still his birthday. Yeah. So, I said it. What am I talking about? We're not talking about Heated
We've talked
Rivalry?
about Twinless. It's
Twinless
good.
is good.
I should watch it.
It's an interesting ride of emotions
Okay.
because you, at points, don't know how to feel about some of the characters.
Ah, grey. Grey area.
Yeah.
I like grey area.
Yeah.
Yep. I want to talk about a TV show that I've watched that maybe doesn't have the grey area.
Okay.
I talked last week about watching Heartstopper and just being like, oh my God, it's so nice. They're so cute. And I needed a break
Okay.
from that. And so I was just flicking through Stan and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to watch some really fucked up teens instead.
Wait.
So I watched Skins.
The most fucked up teens of all.
It's a cast.
The original
So,
British one?
The original British.
Yeah.
Nicholas Hoult,
Yep.
Dev Patel. The
Shruti Gatwa? Is he in it?
no, it's I can't remember his name. The
Joe
one that's
Dempsey.
in Nope.
Joe Dempsey.
Yes.
Oh, Daniel Kaluuya.
Daniel Kaluuya, he's in it. He plays a really funny character.
He's actually
whose
very
name
good in that.
is Posh Kenneth, but then he always tries to speak like the real like East London black boy kind of thing, and then they always shut him down because his real voice is quite posh. So that's just some of the kids. Here's the Dylan O'Brien connection. The girl that plays Tony's Nicholas Holt's sister is the girl in The Maze Runner with Dylan O'Brien.
Oh, I think then she becomes, when they age out the main ones and they try to do a little bit of a reboot,
Glee style.
yeah, she's like the main person of the younger generation.
Yeah, like Tony is the main person. But then parents. Bill Bailey is a parent.
Oh, really?
One of the doctors, Doctor Who, is a parent. Peter Capaldi
Okay.
is one of the parents. So it's a cast. If you've ever watched any British show ever, you will watch Skins and go, oh, that guy. That guy.
I remember it being a thing. Like, people our age watched it when it was out, or maybe a bit delayed because we didn't get TV the same time all the time. But it was like the sexy new thing.
Yeah, and then America tried to do it, but not
Fucked
quite
it
the
up.
same. And I'm enjoying it because it is fucked up. And
No, I have to watch The Pit.
Nicholas Holt's character of Tony is a complete narcissist.
How far along are you?
I am just into season 2.
Oh, okay. So things have happened.
The main thing has happened to him.
Yep.
Yes.
I also don't remember anything past probably the first season.
Well, it's 8 seasons.
There's a gay kid.
There's a gay kid. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about because we had Rainbow Popcorn. He is only gay. Like, the other characters have depth.
Oh, and he's the gay kid.
So it's also like Dev Patel's thing is he's Muslim.
Yes.
Maxi's thing is he's gay.
Yep.
And his 2 episodes that have been mainly about him. One is
The play?
he had a clash with Dev Patel because Dev Patel suddenly wanted to be more Muslim. Anwar. Suddenly wanted to be more Muslim, so said gay was not okay.
Yep.
And the other one was his dad doesn't believe that he can be a professional dancer.
And he's in the school play and there's a creepy stalker?
I'm not up to that yet.
Oh.
And
I thought that was season 1.
no, that's in season later than 2. And so they're very, I want to say, stereotypical gay teen stories.
Yep.
Your
Okay.
mate doesn't accept that you're a gay and your dad doesn't think you can be a dancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he gets more developed as the show goes along.
I don't know. I feel that he was not one of the main ones that they put a lot of time into more story.
There are 3 or 4 that have their main ones. Tony, Michelle, Sid.
Is Sid the one that has no parents that was then on Game of Thrones? Joe Dempsey?
No, that's Chris,
Right.
who sleeps with the teacher.
Yes.
Yep.
Joe Dempsey.
Sid is Tony's best friend who is basically just following him everywhere, but he's in love with Michelle.
Oh,
Sid,
the geeky
Tony's girlfriend.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. They're
He's
the main
good.
4.
He's good.
Yeah.
Peter Capaldi is his dad.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm picturing Peter Capaldi now. Yeah, I can see it. Cool. He was a doctor.
He was, a doctor. Doctor Who, for people who didn't know what I was meaning.
I don't know his name.
British male actor, the Doctor. You're going to work it out. If you haven't worked it out, you shouldn't be listening to a pop culture podcast.
I've never watched Doctor Who. Actually, I lied. I watched about half an hour of the new one when he was gay, and then I lost track.
Did you watch the half an hour of the Jinx Monsoon episode and then you were like, oh, I've watched that?
Well, no, that's why I started watching it, but then I couldn't get into it.
Okay.
And then I didn't know if I needed to know other stuff from the Doctor Who cinematic universe.
I don't think you need to have watched 60 years of Doctor Who to watch
Thank God.
Shooty's version. So that's what I'm watching on the TV at the moment.
You know what I was thinking?
Skins, as well as still working through Dark.
This is a stretch of a segue.
Okay, do it.
So Skins ahead of its time in terms of representation. Because what is this, like 2009?
Just by having a gay, yes.
No, and it's a diverse cast of gays and there's sexuality stuff going on.
It's rated R 18 plus, and every episode just says heavy drug use. Even though every second episode there's eating disorders, there's a sex scene, there's a boy jerking off, there's a suicide attempt, there's I don't want to say what's the end of season 1. It's a 15-year-old show though, so you probably should know that Tony gets hit by a bus. There's that shit, but it's only ever heavy drug use.
Yeah, some of them are prescription. That's what I was thinking. Look, it's a nostalgic time for people like me, right?
Yep.
This month.
When you were into your heavy drug use.
No, in terms of looking back on TV shows that have been around for a while, Lee, this is a very historical moment in the world of reality television because this month is the premiere of season 50 of Survivor, the greatest reality television show / TV show ever made.
Yeah.
It's always had, I was thinking this because they were looking back on the cast and looking back on like the first episode and all the old things from 25 years ago.
Yep.
They were always had diverse casts.
Yeah.
And not like equally diverse as like that awkward time when they tried to divide the tribes by race.
Oh, God.
That wasn't great. But the whites didn't win. So maybe it was okay. There were no whites left at the end. Anyway, so that's what I was thinking. Like the cast from the start, year 2000, there's gays and there's old people and there's people of colour and everything.
Whereas if you look at the first season of Big Brother Australia.
Yeah, you have fucking Sarah Marie doing a bum dance.
They are white.
Yeah.
There might have been one Italian. But they're white. Like, they've just
There might have been one Italian.
We're gonna
Was he
pick-
Frita refugees?
No, I think that was season 2.
That was probably later on, wasn't it?
Yeah. They just went,
That was such a weird. Sorry.
we're picking everyday Aussies.
and
They
went with
took that
Yep.
to mean white Aussies.
people. And Trevor.
And Trevor.
He was later on.
Big Brother never recovered from hot dogs, did it?
No, it's done. I think they've tried now twice to resuscitate it.
and-
But you know what show never stopped?
Every channel has tried to resuscitate it.
Yeah.
It's been on all
Actually,
3.
I think it has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no one's done it. Just bring the shower scenes back.
Do Celebrity
All you need
Big
to do.
Brother. That's how the UK's doing it now.
No, they do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yeah, but yeah,
We don't
it's basically the same thing because it's not real.
We don't have the viewership to support multiple shows.
Yeah, and you know what we don't have? The celebrities.
Yes, celebrities.
Have multiple. Because when you get who was on Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, and I'm like, the fuck? I think it's Brendan Favola's daughter.
Oh, God. Well, no, last season, bloody Kid Warren was on it. Shane Warne's son was on it.
Greg Brady's on it.
From the movie?
No.
From the show.
From the show. I'm pretty sure Greg Brady's on it.
Wasn't
And
like
that's how much of a celebrity he is.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't even know his real name.
last year Frankie Muniz was on it.
Yeah, well, that's...
That was to promote the reboot of Malcolm in the Middle that I haven't heard anything about since.
You know what else is getting rebooted this monthly that I'm really nervous about? Scrubs.
Yeah.
I'm really scared.
What is scaring me? Oh, hang on. Are we done with Survivor?
We're never done with Survivor, Lee. No, that's all I would say. It's very exciting. Season 50, it's going to be historic. It
And
could
diverse.
be bad.
Has there been a bad one other than the divided
Yes.
by race?
No, actually, that was one of the best seasons.
Oh, okay.
Not because of the race, but because of the gameplay and the Survivor contestants that were on it.
Okay.
But there have been average seasons of Survivor.
Because of
Mainly in
contestants?
mainly in that like 5, 7, 9, that kind of period was a bit odd.
So they started really strong and then were like, oh, and then they
All
hit.
Stars.
Okay.
Yeah. Then they went, oh, great, thank God, Boston Rob's back. And then they tried to mix it up a bit with different themes.
How
and now
often
it's just
does-
always in Fiji, which is a bit annoying.
How often does Mike White just reappear in it?
He's back. He is back, which will be interesting.
Is he back and casting for White Lotus? Because hasn't every season of White Lotus had 1 or 2 ex-Survivor people in it?
Yeah. One of them,
Jennifer Coolidge,
one of them,
famously.
yeah, she was in Cook
Survivor
Islands.
25.
She was on the White Tribe in Cook Islands. She was not. No, I think one of the people that did a cameo in White Lotus is going to be on this season too.
Oh, okay.
Who had a hilarious moment in her original season, but I'm not going to recap that. It's just great. She asked for someone's jacket. It was so funny. Anyway, you had to be
Tell me
there.
about that one. And were you telling me it was not the same as watching it?
You had to have context. Anyway, Mike White will be funny. I don't know if he'll last very long because everybody knows who he is now. Whereas when he was on the original one, he was like, hey, didn't you write School of Rock?
Oh, yeah.
Or he was in School of Rock or both.
Both.
So, yes, it will be good. It will be historic. It could be bad, but it'll be really good. And if a certain person wins, I'm saying it now, this is on the record. If Sari wins, rigged.
No reality TV is real. Sorry.
No, I know, but Survivor's the most real because there's the least chance of producer because they don't vote out the people. It's not like RuPaul going, I don't like you, leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's people writing things on parchments and the only way they rig it is to make sure people get immunity. Anyway, I will stop ranting. What did you want to talk about?
Something's getting rebooted and you're nervous about it.
Scrubs. I could rant again.
You can rant in a sec. Can I tell you the thing that's making me nervous about it?
Is it with the whole kind of underlying gay sexual tension that you can't really joke about anymore?
No.
Okay.
It's the fact that it's been, how many years since the good seasons, not the Courtney Cox. It's been at 10
15.
years, right? 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. I don't like the idea that Turk and JD have not matured at all in that 15 years. Like the clips I've seen of them from the new show is them doing the same things that they did when they were interns.
Okay. That's true.
And funny,
Yeah.
but not great character. And as we've talked about, in the last 15 years, sitcoms have changed.
Ask Will and Grace.
Sitcoms are not episode joke next week, episode joke next week.
Yeah. Well, Scrubs was never really like that either.
But it was self-contained episodes. It was kind of at the start of some of the arc stuff. Mm-hmm. But we have seen the Will and Grace reboot fail. We saw the mid-century modern fail. Didn't get continued.
Sure, they're not friends anymore, but that wasn't the writing. That was we're not talking about politics.
And something like mid-century modern not get renewed, and there could be, homophobic reasons behind that. But sitcoms are different now. And I just hope that they don't try to make the Scrubs season 9 that they wanted but didn't get 15 years later with people that are now 50.
I think the other problem will be, this is going to sound bad, I'm keen to see how much of himself Zach Braff has weaseled his way into putting into the show. Like, because he's very like, I'm amazing, look at me, I want to direct every episode and I'm amazing.
I'll all be him.
That's what I'm scared about. Because I think
then there'll be moments
self-indulgent.
There'll be moments where the episodes are Turk and JD acting like they're 25 again, and then there'll be moments of the movie Garden State.
Yes, yeah. And then he'll go, who can I hook up with? And that's going to be the interesting thing as well, because then it was, then they have kids. So are their kids going to be things? Or is it going to do like Will and Grace, where they just kind of pretend how they ended the series, the original series didn't happen, except for the fact that you were still married to Harry Connick Jr. You just never had a kid that ended up marrying Will's kid.
So the end of Will and Grace had a flash forward.
They had a flash forward that was
not recognised in the reboot.
Nope. They didn't have kids. They still had the marrieds that made the kids.
But not the kid. So probably like too fucking hard to cast a kid.
I think that would have kind of made it more interesting.
Is Bob Kelso dead?
I don't believe so. I feel like I would have heard about that.
Surely he as a character would have retired.
He pops up. I've heard that it's still got JD, Turk, Elliot.
Yep, Dr. Cox,
Carla make cameo guest appearances. They're not like full-time in the show. So I think the main three are those three.
Turk's wife isn't a main character.
No, I don't know. She's maybe because they've got kids. Maybe, I don't know. But their kids would be like 18 now.
Yeah, so their kids, she wouldn't need to be a stay-at-home mum.
No.
Although...
And she wasn't in the show when they had kids. So
Turk is a surgeon, so she may not need to work. But she was a very passionate nurse.
If Grey's Anatomy has taught me anything, you have a kid on the show and then you leave them upstairs and good luck. And then you off go having an affair, and then you go in a plane and it crashes, and then you go in another plane and it's going to crash, and then you die.
Your kids
then you have
at the
18 near-death experiences in the space of 15 years. Oh, God, I hope that they make fun of it.
That's not
I really hope they do.
I hope they maintain the accuracy, because you've talked a lot about how it is, for a comedy, very medically accurate. According to doctors
and myself. It's now like top 3 most accurate, apparently. The Pit is very accurate.
Okay. Speaking of The Pit, for some reason, a bunch of interviews with Miss Piggy have popped up on my feed recently. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a new Muppet movie out.
Okay.
I know Emma Stone and Margot Robbie are co-producing a Miss Piggy movie.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know why interviews with Miss Piggy have suddenly popped up. But
I'm just waiting for what this has to do with the pig.
there was an interview with Miss Piggy where someone asked about like her hooking up with famous people.
Okay, was it Sabrina Carpenter?
No. And it was...
that was asking the question. It's not that she hooked up with. Okay.
And Miss Piggy just says one word, Pitt. And then the interviewer goes, Brad? And Miss Piggy goes, is it Brad or is it the entire cast of that show?
I have to watch season 2.
I hope this Miss Piggy movie comes.
I hope they make like a live action one. Like I keep seeing the meme of clips from the live action Little Mermaid next to the animated Little Mermaid where they show flounder. And it's like, what the fuck did they do to this fish? It's just too realistic.
Yep.
I hope they do that like it's an actual pig.
That's got to be Miss Piggy.
What if they did a Muppet movie with Miss Piggy, but it's flipped? Is that what it is? It's
I
like,
don't
you know
know.
how Muppet
All
movies,
I've heard is...
there's one human.
Yeah.
What if, so this is going to be Miss Piggy's the only Muppet and everybody else is a human?
I think it
I
could
would watch
like
that.
almost Barbie style where Miss Piggy is taken out of Muppet land.
Yeah,
Even though the Muppets exist in the real world. Taken out of Muppet land into real thing.
Because they're not quite a mop. And they're not quite a puppet. So I don't know.
One of my favourite things about the Muppets is comparing a Muppet Christmas Carol with a Muppet Treasure Island and how Michael Caine went into it. And Michael Caine was like, I am the human. I'm going to act the serious fuck out of this. I'm going to portray this like I'm on a West End stage doing Charles Dickens' Christmas Carol.
The result was great.
And so he's the human serious actor in amongst that mess. Whereas Tim Curry in A Muppet Treasure Island, Tim Curry was like, fuck it. This is my chance to be a Muppet.
Yeah.
And he just fully leans into the madness of the Muppets and that both work.
I know. I haven't seen the Treasure Island. I have to watch it.
Watched it because it was one of the movies back when I was a teacher and you could only watch movies that were rated G.
Yep.
And
like Aladdin.
It was one of the ones that I still had in my collection that was a DVD, and I only had a DVD player at school, not a Blu-ray player.
Okay.
So it was one of 3, 2. We either watched Sister
DVDs
Act
on
2.
Blu-ray players?
No, I didn't have a Blu-ray player. Most of my collection at home were Blu-rays.
Oh, okay, because you can't play Blu-ray on a DVD player.
I didn't have a Blu-ray player. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't play Blu-rays on a DVD player. The only 2 G-rated DVDs I had in my collection were Sister Act 2 and A Muppet Treasure Island. So when it came to the end of the term, they were the 2 options. So I put Muppet Treasure Island on and for an hour and a half just watched jokes go completely over the head of 10-year-olds.
Great. What a great time.
But it let me just rest for a little bit at the end of a long teaching term.
That's why they invented DVDs. Speaking of things that go over people's heads.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the Super Bowl halftime show?
Oh, yeah. I was going to segue from Muppet Treasure Island into something else, but you can continue talking about Bad Bunny.
It was good. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan in terms of knowing any of his songs. He is funny and good to look at and has moments on Saturday Night Live that always come up on my TikTok.
You don't know any of his songs, but you know how he looks in a pair of Calvin Klein.
I know how he looks. I know bits of it, right?
You are learning Spanish.
And I know enough of the Spanish language to know that he's talking about love and photos and his auntie. So I think it was ballsy move because I know when they announced that he was going to be the halftime show, I went, well, that's an interesting choice.
He's pretty big.
He's the biggest artist in the world.
And he's won a fucking big Grammys.
Yeah. So he is the most listened to artist on Spotify for the past 2 years, if it's not Taylor Swift.
Yep.
And so it's a good choice in terms of that. And I think there is some political stuff behind it too. But it was so good. It was like just a party.
You did predict one guest.
I did.
Yep.
Ricky Martin made an appearance for probably about 30 seconds, which was fine. But he looked good. And he's the same age as Kid Rock, and he looks better than Kid Rock. Probably always did look better than Kid Rock.
If you add up the number of people watching the 30 seconds of Ricky Martin, it's a longer time than people did watch the Kid Rock show for.
If you add up the number of celebrities in the halftime show, that's more people than watch Kid Rock. 7. Hilarious footage. We won't get into that. No, but it was a great show. I'm still confused as to why Lady Gaga needed to be there. It was great.
Why not?
It's always exciting to see Lady Gaga. And I just didn't understand why then she need to do a salsified version of Die With a Smile.
Because that's a very dark ballad.
But then she's like, and I have to say this. She looked so white. She was like trying to salsa dance, and it was like she can do it, and she's very talented, but it just, for me, looked pretty awkward.
Well,
and then I was like,
why
are you here, Lady Gaga?
When you're the one white person amongst a couple of hundred people who were raised with Latino beats, it's tricky.
Good. It's still good.
Oh, it's great for her to be there. So, yes, it was a political statement a bit to book him, but then he had a lot of commentary through his things.
The ending especially.
The field, the power pole, the giving the Grammy to the kid.
Yes.
Then the wedding.
The wedding, which was a real wedding, apparently.
Yep. Those people wrote to Bad Bunny and said, can you come to my wedding? And he said, no, I can't. And then he wrote back and said, actually, do you want to get married at the halftime show?
I'm going to do that. When I get married,
just write to a bunch of people?
Write a bunch of celebrities. Go, hey, Beyonce, will you come to my wedding?
I would prefer that to the meme I always see of Katy Perry just in casual clothes walking into someone's wedding and just interrupting them.
Yeah, look,
I'm a celebrity, so I'm just going to interrupt your wedding because I know you're going to be excited to see me.
If I was at my wedding and Katy Perry interrupted it, I'd be like, bitch, really? If it was another celebrity, I'd probably be a bit more excited. She's losing a bit of her buzz.
She is, even though she's dating the ex-Canadian Prime Minister.
Hilarious.
Canadian ex-Prime Minister.
He's still Canadian.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so the ending of Bad Bunny's halftime show was great.
Yep.
Obviously, he did make political statement. It's so funny, though. Then people were interviewing people at the Super Bowl, and there was one guy looked like Colonel Sanders, but in all American flags, like a suit of American flags everywhere. And she was like, what did you think of the halftime show? He's like, I left the stadium. I didn't want to watch it. And then she was like, oh, why that? Oh, he hates America. And then she goes, he said, God bless America during the thing. And he goes, I heard he hates America. That's all I have to say. It's funny because he did say, you know, we're all this. And it was like, it's very good and very well done. But it was like, it was a good party. I don't think it's up there in terms of like the greatest ever.
Yeah.
I think Kendrick's was better last year.
More people watched it than any other.
But I think that's also because it's getting a bigger audience now.
Yeah. I saw a stat today. So more people watched that than Kendrick's and Michael Jackson's. Mm-hmm. And one thing said Michael Jackson got those numbers pre-internet. So he technically, like adjusted for inflation, is higher than Bad Bunny. But then another comment was like, no, pre-internet, it was easier to get people to watch you on the TV.
Yeah, because they didn't have other stuff going on. But also pre-internet, I wasn't going on my lunch break and getting out my phone and watching it.
Yep.
Also, I was maybe 3.
That being said, I saw an interesting internet stat of a graph of the viewership of a certain black and orange website, Pornhub.
Okay, yeah.
The graph goes viewing, halftime show, viewing. So people turned off the hub.
Some people probably didn't need to go back to the hub.
Yeah. People turned off the hub to go and watch Bad Bunny's halftime show and then got back on the hub.
He was definitely wearing a bulletproof vest as well.
That's disgusting and disturbing.
He was
on so
wearing
many
one.
levels
He was
at the Grammys.
wearing one of the Grammys as well.
Good on him for still doing all of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I think him obviously and being recognised as wearing that is another statement.
Yeah.
It's him being like, I'm acknowledging that I am in danger, but I'm still doing this shit because this shit is important. Me putting my music out there is important. Me putting Puerto Rico out there is important. I'm still going to do it.
He's a very good artist.
Yeah.
He was actually really funny in Happy Gilmore too.
From nothing.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch some of his SNL skits.
I like the one where he's with Pedro Pascal and they're like Marcelo
the parents
Hernandez,
of Marcelo
like
Hernandez,
auntie or mum or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like vegan barista.
And then alcohol-free deodorant. Sorry
watch it
to
now.
any Spanish speakers. We just went.
That's because if I tried to do it, I'd make it sound worse than
Yeah. We probably should have just gone Spanish, vegan barista.
square bracket, Spanish speaking.
Speaking Spanish, septum piercing is another one.
I saw somebody have a clip of them watching the halftime show with subtitles on because they were like, great, but the subtitles were in Spanish.
Oh.
So it was just like, well, I don't know. I'll leave them on. And then I keep seeing that same clip again because there's just people dancing and all having a great time. And there's one deliberate bit where there's two guys just like grinding on each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he knows what he's doing.
I've also seen...
He did that. He brings out Lady Gaga and Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
I've also seen comedians comment / memes being like, I'm a proper American man. I switched off to watch Kid Rock instead of saying on the Super Bowl halftime show and watching 200 of the hottest women twerking on the field.
Oh, Kid Rock.
Kid Rock.
Cool.
We're not going to talk about him.
No, I don't know
because
enough about him.
That is obvious. That's it. There was something else I was going to talk about, but I think I can talk about it next week.
Okay, cool.
We talked about Hamnet. I'm going to go and watch another Oscar-nominated movie during the week, I think.
Me too. I have to
I've got to watch Marty Supreme.
I have to watch If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
I need to watch that too. That's on a streaming.
And I have to watch the Neil Diamond biopic.
Yeah, we do.
And I have to watch Bugonia.
We also haven't talked about the ones we've actually seen together, Secret Agent and Sentimental Value. So we'll talk about that in the upcoming weeks.
Yeah. We'll also do an Oscars.
We'll do an Oscar special. I've watched one Razzies film. Do we have time to talk about that?
Yeah, sure. Always. We always have time to talk about bad films, Lee.
When I say a film,
how far?
40
through?
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Of a 2-hour film. I watched Snow White.
No.
Sorry, Disney Snow White.
No.
That's how you know that
I don't know
it's
why I went Parker
the live
Posey
action
then.
one.
I was trying to be like, Kal-El, no. Give me the stone.
She's so bad.
Is she actually that bad?
She's bad. I wanted to watch it because obviously Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is incredible and highly awarded and highly regarded.
It is one of the greatest films ever made.
Did it win?
No, this is too early.
Oh, okay. Would it have won?
No.
Okay. But the remake of it.
It won a special Oscar.
Okay.
And I think it won 7 little special Oscars. I know, that's no joke. I think it did. Look it up, somebody please.
Whether or
I've
not
already sounded racist enough this episode. Don't make me sound heightist.
Whether or not you meant that as a joke, it's funny. The movie's bad. It's nominated for 6 Razzies, including
Is
Worst
that
Picture.
all of them?
It's worst. from memory.
Worst
Worst
supporting
picture,
actress.
Worst supporting actress. Worst
Remake or
screen
rip-off or
remake,
thingy.
rip-off sequel. Worst, they have the like on-screen couple.
Yeah.
All the digital dwarves are nominated for that.
Yeah. Digital Dwarfs
Yeah.
is so bad.
And
What were they thinking?
a couple others. Well,
Worst picture, worst director, worst screenplay, worst supporting actress,
Yep.
worst everything.
I don't want to say it's Peter Dinklage's fault, but
How he wasn't involved?
well, he said you shouldn't make it dwarves. He was one of the people that said that, which is why they went digital. Rather than what they did in Wonka, shrunk down Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa.
That's almost worse.
I didn't mind it in Wonka.
I haven't seen one.
I don't think it would have been good in this. One of the problems with the new Snow White is they're like, we're going to make a live action one. And from scene one, you can tell that it's made on the early model of their big backdrop screen that they have at Disney Studios.
Oh, okay.
Not a green screen.
Yeah, that's
the one where you
bad.
stand in front of a projection.
Because when you think about it, the live action ones they've done haven't been that much live action. Jungle
Lion
Book,
King, Jungle Book.
Lion King, Little Mermaid.
Mulan is live action.
Okay, forgot that existed.
But apparently it's
Aladdin.
Aladdin looks fake too. Backdrops all look fake. I'm like, why are you doing a live action one and then it's obviously CGI backgrounds? If you're going to make it live action, make live action. Rachel Ziegler is good. She can sing. Gal Gadot cannot. And her miming, she would be getting sent home on Drag Race.
Oh, like some of them should have done. One recent episode, it was the worst lip sync of the franchise globally.
I have seen some average drag shows in my life, and Gal Gadot mimes worse than all of them.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me.
She's bad, but there's a story issue, and it's an added half an hour. Instead of just it being a love story, the Queen is jealous of Snow White, so sends her away, but the huntsman doesn't kill her. Instead of it being that, she grew up with a mum and dad. The mum and dad died, and Gal Gadot, as the evil queen, took over. And then instead of it being
Were her parents the royalty?
Yeah, her parents were king and queen. So she's a princess.
That's not normal.
And it is normal for the daughter of a king and queen to be a princess.
No,
but it's not original.
Okay.
So the mum dies. The dad, the king, falls in love with Gal Gadot, who then sends Gal Gadot away on a made-up war so that he dies. So she inherits the kingdom.
Sends him away on a made-up war.
Yeah.
Okay, just by himself?
She convinces him that there's a threat to the West. I don't know if it's
That sounds political.
Yeah. And so it goes away. So instead of them being a very happy socialist country, as the opening song that's added in tells us, it becomes Gal Gadot is basically Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos.
Instead of whistle while you work, is it just shut up at work? Or
Well, all of this setup, the kingdom is fucked because she is hoarding all of the shit. So all of the people in the kingdom are unhappy, which is not in the original.
I don't think you really know the kingdom.
Exactly. But so they've added that layer of the kingdom's fucked, and then on top of that, Gal Gadot gets the huntsman to try to kill Snow White, right? So she runs away into the forest.
As you do.
And then all of a sudden just sings Whistle While You Work.
She does.
Yeah.
It's not her song.
Yeah, it is. She sings it with the animals in the original.
When they're cleaning up the house.
But she sings it with the dwarves in the new one, in the remake.
Do they hi-ho?
They do hi-ho.
Thank fuck. Does she sing about her prince coming?
I didn't get that far.
Sorry. Oh, my God. Well, that's a I think that's right at the start of...
Yes. No, it's not a love story. Well, it may become a love story, but it's not at this point. And
God, it sounds really bad. It sounds like they added more shit in just so Gal Gadot got more screen time, which is bad.
She gets a song, and it's a shit song, and she's shit at it.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm not going to watch this.
I didn't finish it.
Maybe I'll watch it on the weekend when I'm hungover.
I didn't finish it. And then I went and watched the first 40 minutes of the original.
Which is half the movie.
To be like, the original was good, right? And still stands up. And it still does. It's very of the time in terms of animation and vocal style.
Yes.
But it's a good movie. And it's just, she wants to meet a prince, but then the queen sends her into a forest and then she has to hide out with the dwarves. So the dwarves mine diamonds and gems and stuff, right? And in the original, in the animated, they're just mining stuff and they're happy and they share the gems with the people.
Yeah.
But
they're happy about going to work.
There's implications in this because of Gal Gadot's character's greed that they've gone from being happy miners to being the workers getting paid $6 an hour in the Amazon factory.
Right.
Because that's what it is a comment on.
Okay.
Which then makes it really jarring when they're suddenly happily singing Whistle While You Work. Because everything is fucked.
Because I don't remember the original being about her being greedy. She was just like insecure and ugly.
Yeah. Which Gal Gadot is neither.
She's almost overly secure. Unfoundedly so.
Yeah, yeah.
Unfoundedly. I mean, she's been Wonder Woman. She's allowed to be secure in her sexuality.
She's hot.
Which is also confusing. She's like, why am I so ugly? Oh. So maybe that's why she can't act. Because she's like, she can't look in a mirror and go, why am I ugly? That'd be hard.
You need the little narrator line from Barbie. The filmmakers acknowledge that getting Gal Gadot to be jealous of someone's beauty is bad casting.
Yep.
Rachel Zegler is attractive, but she's not Gal Gadot hot.
No.
She's a good singer, though.
She's quite talented. She's a little bit annoying, apparently.
She was very good Maria.
She was very good in West Side Story. She's been good in that Evita that she did on the balcony.
Well, audiences weren't happy with that because they didn't actually get to see Evita sing Don't Cry For Me Argentina for their £100 ticket.
It's the only song I know from that.
But it's also you paid £100 to see Rachel Zegler sing Evita, and that's the song from Evita.
Don't Cry For Me Argentina.
We didn't go to the Melbourne State Theatre and then Anthony Warlow sung Phantom of the Opera out the front.
No, we didn't.
Anyway, that's a long time ago.
I don't think I've seen Phantom.
We went to see him in Man of La Mancha.
And Sweeney Todd.
Not Anthony Warlow.
Anthony Warlow and Sweeney Todd. Yep.
I remember him in Man of La Mancha.
And Caroline O'Connor.
Anyway, he didn't sing Don Quixote.
But you know what we are
on the front balcony of the State Theatre.
But you know what we are going to have to see, mainly because I have to buy you a Christmas present.
Book of Mormon.
Book of Mormon, so we'll see that soon.
We'll see that. I'm also taking Mum to see 12th Night, Shakespeare in the Gardens. She got her book tickets for.
Great.
That's it.
That's it.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. Live events coming up soon.
Yes.
Check the links in the episode description for that. Or follow us on the socials for more information as well.
Popcorn Pod.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll share some of your comments next week. Thank you, Brett.
Thank you, Lee.